May that find better use in your hands.
Farewell, my goodbye, my friend. Greetings! This one is Music Thunderboots, investigator of mysteries, solver of crimes. Clients pay well for music services. This one's skills at deduction are without peer. It is the violent aspects of the work that make music's fur crinkle. Do you have a new mystery for music? No? Perhaps the mysterious case of how music came to be in such charming company. But of course, not every mystery is one that needs to be solved.
Don't cause any trouble. I wish I was off adventuring. Honor and service. Don't cause any trouble.
Fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.
I have the perfect mission for you, my doting vassal. You'll love it almost as much as me. Oh my! An innocence to rival my own. You are so fortunate to learn of the Jester's Festival from someone virtuous as I, and not a cad like Emmerich. Here we put aside decorum to embrace whimsy and mischief. The Festival of Fools is overflowing with all sorts of droll entertainment. You know, pranks and gags and silly games. Uncomplicated peasant things. I do so prefer my thinking uncomplicated. Oh, goody! I'm so glad I've piqued your interest. Now, how best to have you serve your queen? I know. I have the perfect mission for you, my doting vassal. You'll love it almost as much as me. I have decreed happiness, but not all of my kin share my breezy disposition, and it's putting a damper on my festivities. I won't have my fun ruined by these grumpy grumps. I need a champion to enforce my royally mandated cheerfulness. If these treasonous malcontents insist on harboring sticks firmly in their hindquarters, then they can at least have the decency to keep them in bloom. Ha ha! Ha! Find the grumps in my domain and pelt them with these enchanted petals until morale improves! I want you to have those grumps in stitches, one way or another. Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable High Lady of Elven Grace? So I am! Some fiendish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine.
Festival. Ah, you here to enjoy the hilarity provided by that King Emmerich? Between the two of us, I wish I could say their dribble improves with copious intoxicants, but it hasn't so far. What would you say to— Well, jokes about swines and passing wind don't count as entertainment. Not for a whole festival. We need music. Dancing. Something raucous. Oh, I have the perfect minstrels in mind. If you handle recruitment, I'll prepare the stage. Unfortunately, my talents are better served here. These minstrels are worth your effort, though. Their music is out of this realm. And I always pay those who help me make Tamriel more effective. So, will you help me improve this dreary festival? Take these. That's a list of exclusive vintages, along with directions to where I left them, and a rune of compulsion. Gather the wine, and then you can summon and corral these fiery musicians. Go! Bring us music! Tell you what, you seem like a trustworthy friend. The secret is that my minstrels hail from places more exotic than anywhere on Nirn. You can't court these extraordinary performers with anything but the most exquisite treats and outstanding wine. They're Daedra. Summoning Daedra is dangerous, but when placated with their favorite drink, these Daedra always behave. They've seen what happens if they don't. Plus, and this is important, our rejuvenated celebration is worth the risk. Trust me. Ugh, regular minstrels. This is the Jester's Festival. We can't praise the great cheese prince with a fool who strums in a tavern every other day. We need something spectacular. I'd say this crowd deserves that, don't you? The rune is a precaution, nothing more. These minstrels are a spirited bunch. It's not unlikely that they'll challenge you on sight. I prefer to keep my friends whole, especially when they're assisting me in such a noble pursuit. Safe? This celebration is about to kill its own attendance with mediocrity. Trust me, friend. These minstrels won't attack while the rune of compulsion has a hold on them. And the specific vintages I've listed will calm them down. I arrived anticipating jolly conviviality. Imagine my disappointment when the only thing on offer was this. Hearing the same jokes repeatedly and watching people dance without music is sad. As an expert on merriment, this must not stand. I knew you were a kindred spirit. Listen, hear that? That's the sound of guests incorrectly thinking they're having a good time. Recruit our performers of mellifluous honor. Let's show these drunkards what they've been missing!
Greetings, citizen.
Those Heritance imposters were insults to the Thalmor tradition.
Plane meld is finally over. Does this mean we can go home now?
I will stay close to you, Tamit. I do not wish to lose my way.
My champion of cheer returns! Have you vanquished the stubborn seriousness in my land? Ooh, delightful! It's so much nicer to rule a kingdom of happy subjects, don't you think? Well, I'm just exhausted from all this dreadful ruling. Our show will be moving on soon. Perhaps you'd like to continue your mission of merriment as part of our entourage. Oh, just a little jaunt over to Daggerfall for some mischief. Poor Emmerich had such grand plans for today, but his dour queen will surely have something to say about that. I'm certain he'll seek out a champion after we arrive. You should volunteer!
Tenarthi. Make this swift.
Ugh, your scent is most unwelcome here, mutt. You befoul my shrine with that stink. Now use those filthy paws to take yourself away from here.
The discerning adventurer knows. A comely merchant with mysterious goods is always a boon. Probably.
Progress.
I will watch over you. The sights here. Words fail me. Fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you... With Canarthi's swiftness.
Friend, a moment of your time. I'm desperate.
They left us no choice. blessed moon smile upon you.
For yourself, my friend. The stage is set. The oblivious inebriates are gathered in befuddled groups, and the minstrels are so warmed up they're practically cooked. Time has come for merriment. Our beautiful beastly bards stand at the ready. All they need to launch into a mind-melting performance, which will be to die for, is the signal. Can you feel it? The anticipation of a grand time? The festivities that await us? The only appropriate way to start boisterous music, of course, is with a clamorous note to kick things off. Now, where is... Ah! That bell over there. That should do it. Ring the bell, stand back, and enjoy the show. Why not? I had the idea, the contacts, the plan, and I set the stage. But you fought off hordes of monsters who eschewed our festivities. You gathered our talent. If anyone here should ring the bell, it is you, my friend. Was incredible! I'm sure you've faced many foes in your time, friend, but nothing is more threatening than mediocre festivities. Even the minstrels were smiling, or as much as they ever smile. Difficult to please, that bunch. Indeed! Wasn't it fantastic? Those minstrels really rose to the occasion. Please, take this as my thanks and stop back anytime. A performance of that caliber demands an encore. Look at these misguided fools. They'll forget this happened as soon as the hangovers kick them in their skulls. But for now, they're having the best Jester's festival ever. They can't stop applauding. I should probably look into that. I think we can both agree that a disaster like this festival is a singular affair. But no, I often add some merriment to many a celebration. Weddings can get particularly boisterous when I'm involved. I am a simple connoisseur of all that is frivolous and fun. I've had a hand in many an outrageous gathering. Ball of the Scald King, the wake of the last Sybil. Oh, the House of DeBella was livid when they remembered that one. That's a complicated question. All of them, if you want to get technical about it. Everyone wants the best for their big day, and many would say that I'm the best. They're right, of course. Stuffy celebrations can lose their patina after a while. Luckily, folk like you and I come along to help keep things interesting. One day, you may understand just how much a compliment like that means coming from a person like me.
Is that an invitation I smell? I soaked each one in bacon grease before sending them out. Right this way, then. I hope you brought your apron. Between the blood, saliva, and crying, well, you'll probably also need wading trousers down there. Oh, hold on. I have it written down. By decree of His Majesty Jester King Emmerich, the tyrannical would-be usurper, King Boar, is to be put to death in the arena. The porcine potentate himself. Oh, don't put on a face. It's all a gag for the festival. The conjurers call up a fan to boar for the games. You're not actually killing a big, cute, bristly piggy. This is Jester's festival, not the war in Cyrodiil. You must be fun at parties. Yes, you just go over and wrestle that giant illusory pig like an idiot while we all watch. Plus, the audience ticket sales will help finance the festival expenses for years to come. Are you in or not? By the powers vested in me, I dub thee Jester King Emmerich's champion of charcuterie! Now get in there and carve yourself a rasher.
May Jadziri interest you in a jug of the freshest, no, the finest, no, the strongest swill our King Boar could ever ask for? Oh, no. This one assures you her brew contains absolute minimum of pig saliva, Jaunter. The crispest and sharpest cider this side of the reach. Jadziri will crush you a fresh batch if you help her acquire the right ingredients. Well, you see, handlers of the festival arena have collected all of the most rotten, exceptionally ripe mudcrab apples for King Boar to gorge on during his battles. But that leaves nothing left for Jadziri to use for her cider. You see? All the fermented mudcrab apples you could ever want are in the baskets around the arena. Of course, you'll need this ticket to get in, and you'll have to get to them before King Boar. And you most definitely don't want to let him gulp too many down. Well, Jadziri supposes she could do something with even just one if it were particularly squishy, juicy, but she will take as many as you can carry. The more the merrier, this one assures you. Oh yes, Jaunter, only those who have won the favor of the Jester Kings and Queen can stand as their champion against King Boar. You can't enter the arena without one. Or you aren't supposed to, anyway. Rules are for fools, as they say. Oh, well, they are very ripe. Pungent, potent, you might say. And after a few too many, that porker becomes quite puissant. A veritable stench-breathing drunken dragon. Besides, the more you keep from him, the more Jadziri can mash for you. snatching some fermented mud crab apples out of King Boar's mouth? Oh, you bring Jadziri a heaping handful! Something she can really dig her toes into. Don't worry, she strains the juice very thoroughly. No choking on claws, Jaunter. But let us get your own juices flowing. Take these as your just reward. Now, Jadziri has much stomping and squeezing ahead. She would talk to you as she works, but this one fears you would be sopping with splashed mash before too long. See this one tomorrow, and she will have fresh cider again. With happiness, love, and so much pent-up aggression. Jadziri sprinkles her special blend of spices onto her feet and gives the tub of overripe apples a thorough stomping. It is quite joyful. Then she sieves the slop into her still, and voila! She assures you it isn't quite so simple, but to share all her secrets would mean Jadziri's special cider would not be so special. Besides, it is her well-seasoned feet that give her brew its unique aftertaste. Her foot fragrance is familiar, yes?
Even the swine stench is just like the real thing. You smell like you just had a bath in pig sweat. And guts. And, well, you get the idea. I think the conjurers are having a laugh at your expense. Oh, right. Joy unto Tamriel! The tyrant king of pork now wallows with the dead, his haunches and hoard divided among the heroic and the hungry, his head hung on high as hallmark of his hubris! Here's your cut and your cuts. They're real, I swear.
Yes? Hail.
Old Mary Dominion!
Greetings.
Greetings.